Good morning and good evening, guys. How are you?
Good evening, sir.
We can wait for 5 more minutes for others to join. Hello.
Okay, sure. Meanwhile, can we go over the assignment? What? Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, you're right.
Thank you.
Hi, guys. So I gave an action item on the last class. Did anybody completed that action item?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Those who completed, please share their screen and show that. We will discuss that.
I'm sharing my screen. Is my screen visible?
Yeah, you're visible, Shane. Okay. So you have. I asked you to create one data warehouse table and OLTP table, right?
Yeah.
So, where's a data you have
So
created?
one is for, sorry?
No, I asked you to create with some example data, right?
Yeah. So currently I'm sharing the Excel screen. Is it visible?
Okay, fine. Only I can see. Fine, OLTP table.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
this is
that's
the
great.
Feb month data. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
these are four employee we have and their designation and those are active. In the mo month of March, the Sham got deleted. Okay, sorry. So this
Okay.
column needs to be added there.
1
Okay,
minute.
and
Let me see that. Ram, Ajay, and Vijay.
uh, Sham, Ram, Ajay, Vijay. And in the month of March, Sham is resigned, so he is no active member of the
Mhm.
company. So and the is deleted column the flag I have updated as a white as he designated.
Yeah.
Then Ajay from the developer early he used to have a developer. Now he became a team lead and but his employee ID and he is still active. So that data got updated here
Okay. So
and
Ajay
promoted as a yeah
position is updated, right?
yes
As team lead. So before
yes
update, where is that record, Akshay? So if it is updated, it has to be inserted as a new record in OLAP.
okay.
Okay.
So here two entries will be there
It is
on
there,
Ajay's name.
but for Shyam, you have deactivated record.
Okay.
Did it got any update or delete? No, no. Shyam, you have updated, but for
Yes.
Ajay only the record got updated. So you have to update Ajay. The
Okay.
Ajay has to
So
be inserted as a new record. Are you getting it?
okay, got it. So Ajay with designation as developer, then is
And
deleted. A flag should be yes, and then new record with
is
Ajay as a
active
team lead.
should be is active should
Yes.
be no, and is
Okay.
deleted should be no for previous record for developer. For the team lead record, is active should be yes, and is deleted should be no. Clear?
Okay, got it. Is
Any more
active.
question, guys, on this one? Anyone having any
Uh,
question?
is it correct now?
No LAP. No, not in the source table. Source table, you will have only one record. I was asking an OLAP table from line number 16 to 21. That's OLAP table, right? There you have to insert it as a new record. In source table 8 to 13, it must be only one time.
Okay. Actually, here only I got confused whether the
See,
flag
source
will
always have
needs to be
the
a
latest record. Clear?
yes.
In, okay, Ajay, developer. So from developer, he got promoted to team lead. So developer record has to be expired, right?
Hmm.
So Ajay is active is no, and the team lead Ajay is active is yes. Since this record is not a deleted one, it is updated one, right? So
Yes.
you should not touch is deleted flag. Only if the record is deleted from the source, then only you have to mark it with no or yes is deleted, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Correct.
And any question, guys? Keep it up, Akshay. That was great try. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Vignesh, you ping me for some clarification. Do you have anything or
Yeah, I can able to understand.
okay? Okay, fine. Okay, so let me share my screen for today's topic, guys. I shared you the notes for today's class. Did anybody simply walk through on that? Any question on that?
Yes.
Are you fine with the content? Okay. So we'll start with this slide. This is about ETL. It's three-phase computing process. Everyone knows, no? Three-phase computing. What are all those three phases?
Extract, transform, and load.
Yes, exactly. It's extract, transform, and load. An ETL system commonly integrate data from different sources. When you tell different sources, we have two kind of sources. One is heterogeneous source, another one is homogeneous source. We already discussed on it. So what is heterogeneous data source and homogeneous data source?
Homogeneous sources are same. Heterogeneous means CSV file.
Okay, I'll give you an example. No, just consider the first example. Okay, among these, are these data sources called homogeneous data source or heterogeneous data source? Just think, guys.
Homogeneous.
Just think and try. What and all these things?
Heterogeneous, I guess. We are getting it from
So first one.
different sources.
So which one? The first one or second one?
First one is homogeneous.
First one is homogeneous.
First one is
Okay.
homogeneous. Second one is heterogeneous.
Before that, what do you call heterogeneous and homogeneous?
Homogeneous means the data in the same form, and heterogeneous means in the different form.
Okay. You are very near. It's pretty much same, but the data from same kind of source. The data received from same kind of source is called homogeneous. And the different kind of data from source is called heterogeneous. Clear? Clear, guys? Be unmute. It's simple discussion, guys. I always like everyone to responsive and to be the class must be interactive. Then only it will go pretty much interesting. Okay. So we see the first set of source that's called homogeneous data source because all are database. All the data we are receiving as a table form. The second one, Teradata I will receive as a table. Second one is Excel, XML, CRM. These are all different sources. So these are called different type of sources. Now, ETL system commonly architected or created to integrate all the data from different sources. Clear? So what's the purpose? They're integrating. We are integrating the data from different sources. Now, what will be the goal by integrating it? We already discussed.
The ultimate
Yeah,
goal is to produce analytics.
Yes, for reporting and data analytics.
Correct.
BA and data analytics. For the reporting perspective and data analytics perspective, the data from different sources I have to integrate and prepare a system which will prepare a system or flow where the data from different sources are flow into one area to another to make the data more meaningful or to make it more in a way such I can use it for reporting or kind of stuff. So that is a second point. Any question? Okay, involves batch processing, involves real-time data. First, we will discuss what is batch processing. I have provided all the points in the notes, guys, already.
I think we extract the data in a scheduled interval, I guess. That's a batch process.
Exactly. In a scheduled interval, but as a batch, as a whole data. Okay, it's batch processing, also called, it's a subset of historical data load. Clear? Batch by batch, just think batch by batch.
Okay.
I'm having some 1 million record. Okay, just consider I'm grouping it at 10 million records, grouping it to 5 million as one batch, next 5 million as another batch. Or like based on this, let's say any kind of condition. It may be in future, we will discuss so many conditions. It can be any condition based on the performance conditions or the processing condition or due to the processing overhead, anything. You can involve the batch processing. Batch processing in the sense, there are 1 million records or around one, for example, 1 million records I'm having in that. Okay. The people who belongs to Andhra Pradesh, there are 10,000 people. 10,000 records belongs to Andhra Pradesh. 10,000 records belongs to Telangana. 10,000 records belongs to Karnataka. And 10,000 people belongs to Kerala. 10,000 belongs to Tamil Nadu. Okay, remaining 50,000 from northern states. Okay, Delhi, UP, MP. Likewise, from each state, we have different counts. Now I want to create a batch. Only people from Telangana. Now the batch is called only I'm fetching Telangana people. Those and all having the state as Telangana. I'm fetching them and I'm storing into the target. I'm fetching the data from source and loading into target. Clear, guys? Clear with the example?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, clear.
Okay. Others. Can you try with some other examples for batch processing? Who wants to try? I'll give you 2 minutes of time. Just share your thoughts, guys. There's nothing wrong. We can have an interactive session till our end.
So for example, if there is like a bank statement, right? In a banking industry, if let's say I have a need for generating my transaction history from the past years, let's say from 2020, the 3-year-old data, but that is not today's timeline. So if I want to retrieve a report from a historical data, this kind of batch processing will be employed. So that is
for 6 months you are extracting.
Yeah,
that's
so
one
that's
batch.
one of the
previous 6 months. That's one more batch.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, that was good, guys. Okay, fine. Any more examples? Anyone want to share their thoughts? Fine. So the next one, real-time data streaming. So what is it? By the name itself, everyone can understand, and someone can provide some example for real-time data streaming.
I can go. So imagine it's like, let's say, flight data. Like, so for example, a flight is in the air, an aeroplane, passenger aeroplane is in the air. So the minute by minute data or hour by hour data has to go back to the central tower in the communication. So when there is data being exchanged between the runtime of the flight with the central tower, in real time, the data exchange is happening. So probably in that use case, the data exchange that happens probably would be a form of streaming. So that's where streaming is a method using which data exchange can happen. And that happens in real time.
Exactly.
That could be
exactly. That's great example. Okay, one more simpler example I want to take. How many like cricket?
Shall I go? No. Okay.
Yes. How many like cricket? They can raise their hand. We have many guys. Okay. How many had a chance to use ESPN cricket app or CrickBus app? Right, everyone must be using who and all watch cricket. So what the data coming to us as part of app, right? Each second, each minute, once the ball status is changed, if it runs or not, the commentary will be updating, correct? So that's one of the great example for real time, real time data streaming. So how it can be achieved? First thing. So what is that first? If you want to match with the ETL concept, what is that real time data processing or data streaming? We already discussed it on first or second class, I guess. So we had discussed a delta load. You remember, guys?
Yeah.
Same delta load will be called as your online data streaming. While implementing the data delta load, we have many mechanisms to implement it. So the first mechanism will be CDC, okay? Change data capture. The second mechanism will be triggers. Many have used trigger, right? As part of SQL query. So what's the purpose of triggers? So just call trigger. Where we have the trigger? In a gun, right?
execution.
If we click on the trigger, if we press on the trigger, what happens? Bullet will be released. So one action will be taken care. So whenever you're touching the trigger, so one action will take place. So that's called trigger. When a particular action happens, a sequence of work will be created. Okay. So usually if you create a trigger between two tables, I have table A, I have table B. Okay. Table A, table B. This table B has 10 records. Table B also same 10 records. Both are similar tables, are like sum of 5 columns from this table A. I am trying to take and load it in the table B. Now a new record is inserted, one record newly inserted. I'm creating a trigger between table A and table B. A to B, okay? A to B. If I'm creating it, if any insertion happens on table A, the same record will be taken and pasted it in table B. So this is called trigger. So we can create in many ways trigger on insertion, updation, deletion, before updation, after updation, to stop the deletion. We have many triggers. Okay, we can stop, we cannot allow anyone to delete a record from a table using trigger. So everything possible. Clear, guys? But the only thing will be between two tables only this trigger is possible. Everyone clear? I'm giving a pause here. Are you
Yeah.
okay with the triggers?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so the next one is
Can there be-
CDC.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Can there be multiple triggers? Can you have multiple
Yes.
triggers between two tables at the same time?
Definitely, we can have multiple triggers. We can have n number of triggers. So what and all the conditions are possible? For each condition occurring, you can create a trigger.
Okay.
Okay.
This is all for data flow between table A and B, isn't it?
Exactly. The real-time data flow. Suppose I'm maintaining on target table. Okay. From the target table, I'm giving a link to my online system or online form or a report, anything. Okay. Suppose let's take, I have a table, target table. In the target table, data is coming from the source. So whatever change happens on table A, okay, just consider I have table A, table B, table C, target BIR analytics. Okay. Now just consider the data is flowing from table A to table B. Okay. Then table B to table C. Table C to target. Target to BA or analytics. Now what I'm doing now, I'm creating some 8 triggers on table B. Okay, that 8 triggers will capture the data from table A. So whenever you do one change, one simple change, that change will be automatically pushed to table B. Okay, and in table C, I'm creating some 7 triggers. It can be anything based on the condition, based on table B change. Okay, that one change automatically pushed to table C also. Okay, then from table C, target table, I'm creating some 6 triggers based on table C. Okay, based on the table C data evolution. Now that one change automatically pushed to target table. Now, if you see BA or analytics portal, if it refresh, automatically it will take the latest data. Clear, guys? Using triggers, how to make real-time data streaming? I'm giving a pause for any question.
So if you want to transform the data from table A to table B,
So your voice is very low.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. So if we want to transfer the data from table A to table B, we need to create a trigger at table B.
Yes, trigger at table B. Okay, based on the data table A. Always creating trigger will you need two source, one target. Change occurs in one table. The frequent update has to be done in another table.
Okay, that we need to create a trigger at target.
Yes, trigger on target that will point out to source state table.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Any more questions?
Yeah,
Okay.
one more question. For the trigger,
Sure, go ahead.
it happens automatically, or we need to write some command for this, like if
See,
data arrive.
we have a specific query, SQL query.
Mm-hmm.
We have to write it. Create trigger name, after, before, insert or update or delete. We have to provide a sequence of steps. We have syntax and procedure for creating one trigger in a table. Okay, that's one time activity.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Yeah. So any more questions?
No.
Fine, thanks. Okay, so the next one is CDC. Okay, CDC. It's nothing but change data capture. We can create triggers, but what do you think there is a big disadvantage of using triggers?
Maybe if there is any duplicate or inconsistent data in the source table, it
No,
will get updated in the target as well.
no, not.
Okay.
It will be unprocessed data. Only through triggers from source to target is not possible. See, if it is between one table to another table, definitely we can do it. Okay. But if suppose just think I have 7 source tables. Okay. If the data has to be inserted in table B, one table from 7 tables, the data is inserted to one table. Then what happens? No, you have to create multiple triggers and the processing is not possible. Okay. So the processing need pretty much complex query. Even in that also, all kind of scenarios are not possible. It will be helpful whenever the change happens in one table to another table, that table to another table. So the transformation and the data movement should be between one table to another table. Then handling the triggers will be easy. Okay, I'll show you some example for triggers first. Am I sharing my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is some example for creating trigger. Create trigger, update underscore timestamp is the trigger name. Okay. Before update on users. On users is nothing but a table. Okay. For each row, begin new dot update underscore date was mentioned as at. Okay. Equal to current underscore timestamp. So what happens now before updating? Okay. Before updating, update underscore at column will be updated with the current timestamp. This is what. So suppose you're inserting a new record, update underscore at will be null. If you're updating same record, okay, use a set email. Just see the step 4. After creating this trigger, whenever you're inserting that record, update underscore at will be null. Whenever you're updating, update users set email equal to amit underscore new at example.com where id equal to 1. In this case, just see update underscore at will be present. And this is the syntax for creating trigger. Trigger name, before or after, insert update delete, on table name, for each row begin and end. Begin and end, between begin and end we have to display the data. We have to write the query. Clear, guys? Clear with the trigger? Getting any response?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we can go with change data capture. Change data capture is the best way to handle the online data streaming, because if you see, change data capture is not a triggers. So for each database, while you're creating a database, there will be some set of log files, right? Even though there is source system. In source system, if any change happens, that will be tracked in a log file. Okay. From that log files, we are creating some pipeline plus triggers. Combination of pipeline and triggers. It will refer the log file. It will refer the log file and it will start updating everything in downstream system. Downstream system in the sense table B, table C, table, then BA and analytics. Target and BA and analytics. So here, if suppose the change happens in 6 tables, you want to process all 6 tables and provide one record result. That is possible with this CDC capture. Okay, through log files, it can fetch all the records from all different tables or all different sources. All source data can be merged, and based on the logic, it can be clubbed and joined and manipulated. Then it will be stored in the target system. Clear, guys? What is CDC and triggers? Pipeline we will see in upcoming class. So it will be like it is a sorry.
What is the use case of CDC, please? One more time.
Okay, so it will be just take a same flow.
Yeah.
Okay, instead of creating 8 triggers plus 7 triggers plus 6 triggers, okay, 15, 20, instead of creating 21 triggers, okay, it will create on small pipeline.
Is CDC a pipeline?
Sorry?
Is CDC a pipeline?
CI/CD pipeline?
No,
Are you asking CI/CD pipeline or?
No, I'm talking about the change data capture.
Yes, CDC pipeline, exactly. CDC change data capture pipeline will be created. Through that pipeline, what happens now? It will be scheduled. How much time? So it may be for triggering this pipeline, on logic will be implemented. Okay. So one engine will be created to observe the log files or source system for updates or changes constantly. So this is a source system. Let's say this is called source system. Okay. In the source system, whenever some change happens, it will be tracked over the log files.
Okay. So CDC as a concept is just the name, isn't it? Like, I mean, it's in different projects. It might be called different, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, CDC they will name when they're achieving real-time data processing. That is called CDC.
Fair enough.
Or incremental pipeline. Sometimes they will call it as CDC pipeline. Okay. From source system, if any change occurs, that will be tracked in log files, and an engine will be constantly watching the source system for the changes. Okay. It will constantly watching. So whenever there is a change, it will directly trigger the pipeline.
Yeah.
It will trigger CDC pipeline. Fine. So the CDC pipeline will start processing the data which is inserted in the source, where it will take the inserted data. It will take it from the log files. From the log files, it will take and it will process. Everything will be moved to all downstream systems.
Yeah.
Clear with this use case?
Yeah. Thanks.
Fine. No issues. Now we will go to the next point. We're done
Downstream
with
is nothing but
real-time
a
data
target.
streaming. Yes.
Mother? Yes.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Thanks.
So for table A, table B, table C, target, BA and analytics will be downstream. For table B, it will be table C, target and BA and analytics will be downstream. For table C, target and BA and analytics will be downstream. For target table, BA and analytics will be downstream.
Okay.
Clear?
Clear. Clear.
Okay, fine. Real-time data streaming done. Foundation for data analytics and machine learning. So after processing the data in this platform, it will be sent to data analytics purpose and machine learning purpose and reporting purpose. Clear, guys? Any
Okay.
question on the topic as of now we have discussed? Guys, do you feel the topics are interesting, are useful, or am I boring? If anything, please share, guys.
No, I liked it.
Not
I
boring.
mean, it's interesting.
Not boring. You're
Okay.
building on it, knowledge. So definitely not boring.
Okay, thanks, Sailesh. Okay, fine. So in that case, you also can share some inputs, guys. So if it is more interactive, that will be great. It won't be boring. Okay, so now we are done with these concepts. I'm moving further with some examples of ETL. Just see this example. Okay, so from the source, LOB, ERP, CRM, these are all some source. Okay, extracting the data. I'm transforming it with the help of routes, maps, process. Okay, first we'll go with what is routes. On the transform phase, what do you mean by routes? Just everything you can try to map it with the real-time terminology. Route in the sense, if you're traveling to one place, what is a route? The way you're achieving your destination, right?
Yes.
Here, it's same. It is same. The route is like the same thing. From which table to which table, it must be data flown. So it is nothing but a data flow from one source to another. Maps and process. Maps will be, okay, the link. Okay, it's nothing but, for example, from this table, okay, from table A, the data is moving to target table. In the target table, column name is ID. Okay, in source table, column name is employee number. So the employee number column must be sent to ID. So this is called example for maps. Clear? Mapping. That's nothing but mapping. So process. Process is nothing but by combining these two routes and maps, I'm creating one flow. I'm creating one code. I'm creating one pipeline. That is called process. How the data moved from the source to target. For that, with the help of process, it will be moved. Clear, guys? Any question here?
No.
Already we discussed about data warehouse. I'll move to the next example. So if we see data source, we have API, web pages, document files, CSV, text, Excel, PDF, SQL relational database management system. Okay, I'm extracting the data, transforming in staging area. What is staging area, guys? What do you mean by staging area?
The area
Yeah,
between source and target.
Sorry,
The location between source and target. Right?
it's no. Staging area is nothing but, so we can't do any change or it's like history. You are maintaining history. Okay, what and all there in a source system. Taking the exact copy of the source data into the data warehouse is called staging. We will create one separate layer or one separate tables, okay, or separate storage to store all the source data. So it will be called as intermediate storage area. Everything will be moved to the data warehouse and separate layer called staging area created. There you don't do any transformation, simply copy paste. What and all there in the source, exact source, copy and paste. That is called staging area. Clear, guys? From the staging area, data is accessed and some transformation is ingested, then loaded into the main data marts. Data mart is nothing but the before the visualization, analytics, BI, but before these steps, processed data is stored in a table is called data mart. Any question, guys? See, local data warehouse, cloud data warehouse. While storing the data, transformed data, we can store in local data warehouse and cloud data warehouse. Can somebody provide some example for local data warehouse and cloud data warehouse?
SQL, MySQL, they're all local.
Yeah.
Cloud, they're not. Yeah, Azure, GCP, AWS, you got Databricks,
so Azure SQL
Snowflakes.
Server. Yes, Azure SQL Server is one of the example for
BigQuery.
cloud data warehouse. Okay, so from that analytics and visualization, the end user can access the data. Fine. So the next one. Now, source database, we have on-demand extraction, off-hours extraction. So batch ETL, near real-time ETL, long update cycles, constantly updated target database. Okay. Now, just take one flow. Off-hours example, batch ETL, long update cycles. So what is off-hours extraction? So these are all different terminologies, guys. In today's trend, they will ask you what is off-hours extraction, on-demand extraction if you go for any interview. So off-hours extraction is nothing but, okay, when the change is happening. Yeah, scheduling it. If there is no change is happening, but a historical load. Historical load is referred as half-hours extraction. So while loading the data, as we discussed batch ETL, we are doing batch by batch and long update cycles. For updating into the target database, it will take long time because let's say I have 100 million records. So I'm creating 100 batches. Each will be on 1 million records. So I'm running batch one by one based on some column identity or like some ID column reference, taking 1 million record. I'm creating a cycle until all 100 million records are loaded into the target. This cycle will keep on running. So that's called long update cycles and half-hours extraction, batch ETL. These and all comes in one alignment. Next one, on-demand extraction. Okay, this one we already discussed. Any question here? On-demand extraction, near real-time ETL, constantly updated in the target. So what methodologies are we using for achieving on-demand extraction? Yes, it's a question for you. We already discussed it as part of today's class. Which methodologies are we achieving our
live
on
streaming.
demand?
The live streaming.
Yes, live streaming. What are all the methods are we using for that?
Triggers and CDC.
Exactly. So with the help of triggers and CDC, we are doing real-time ETL and constantly updated the database, target database or data warehouse. So that will be shared through reporting tools or advanced analytics. Okay. Till now, any question, guys? These are all the architectures we are discussing. Yeah, so if we touch this one, that will take pretty much more time with the examples. So if any question, you can share it, guys. This types of data, and if you see, we have more slides. Go one by one, it will take more time because I have to explain with some examples now. Instead of doing simply, I want to explain it deeply. So it may need more than 20 minutes. So we can discuss it tomorrow. I'm done with the today's class, guys. If any question, you can go ahead. Otherwise, we can start with the assignment. Clear, guys? Any question? Okay. So can I move to the exercise part for tomorrow? Okay. So my question will be for tomorrow. I need one table to be created, one random table. Let's take an employee table. Okay. Clear, guys? You have to create a use case for batch ETL and a real-time ETL with a single table example. I need a use case diagram. Either it can be written in an or Paint or in Excel also. Simply you can draw a box through some arrow marks. You can show it. Okay. What it must contain. So the first point, what's the table and the columns. After that, how many records it's having. Okay. And as part of batch load or batch streaming, what are you doing? How many cycles you are planning? Are you noting it, guys? How many cycles you are planning? So based on what condition you are designing your batch and into the target. Then on a real-time data streaming. Okay. For that real-time ETL, constant updation, what and all the data you're doing it. I need a clear example and explanation in terms of date, number of records, number of batches you are creating. Just tell whatever you can able to design, you can do it. Tomorrow while discussing, we can try to fine tune it.
So that's a bit of a big ask. I mean, it's beyond my understanding. I think. Can you just repeat what exactly the outline you're looking for?
So it's nothing but the content we have discussed on today's class. Just take one simple table, employee or users or anything. Okay.
Okay.
Just design one columns, ID, name, salary, like that. 3 or 4 columns. That's it.
Okay.
Just
so basically
show
creating a
the,
table with columns and maybe
don't
like
create
5-6
an
columns.
SQL and all. Simply show it in Excel file. Okay. Some example and just mention like, okay, in this table, I have 1 lakh records. This is my source. I have 1 lakh records. Clear? Naren, are you clear?
Yeah, I'm just making a note.
Okay.
So
the first flow, what do you want to do as part of first flow? I'm doing batch ETL. Out of this 1 lakh record, I'm splitting 10 batches. Each batch will be 10,000 based on the geo region. Andhra based users 10,000. I'm moving as a first batch. Second batch, Telangana people. Third batch, Karnataka people. Fourth batch, Maharashtra people. Like that, I'm segregating 10 batches in target.
Okay, so does it have to be 10
Okay,
regions?
you want to show it. You want to show it just by writing. You want to show it as okay, 10 batches I'm creating based on this condition, these many records. Then constant updation or real-time data streaming. For the real-time data streaming, this record will constantly updated. For that, it will be updated till this by using trigger or CDC. What concept? Anything with your own example or own explanation. That will show your understanding towards the today's class. That's it. Nothing like you no need to search internet or anything. Simply to expose your understanding towards the today's class, just create this architecture, provide some points.
Okay, so
Okay, Naren?
it just more like you wanted just a data flow, so we don't have to physically
Yes,
create
just a
any
data flow.
database or anything. Okay, fine.
Nothing in the database. In Excel file, just show one flow. That's what I told. Use case, no?
Yeah, got it.
Okay, guys, fine. Thanks, guys. There is no question. We can wind off for today. It was a pleasure to discuss a lot of things with you today. We can meet tomorrow again. Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
Thank you.
can I talk to you? Sorry, if everybody.
Sure, Swarna.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks,
You want to discuss it now or like after the class?
Yeah, after the class, if everybody left, I can discuss.
Okay, fine. Fine. Then you can ping me or
Oh, can I ping you?
yes.
Okay. So do you have WhatsApp
Yes.
call or yeah?
Yes,
Here
I
only.
have.
Okay,
Yeah, I
can you
have,
ping me your number? I can call you then.
Sure. In the group you have, right?
Yes, I
The
have in
group
the
itself you can take.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.